Guitarist, composer and band leader Billy Monama wants to take music of the African continent to greater heights.
Self-taught, Billy Monama was drawn to a guitar belonging to a neighbor, and since then, he never put his down.
It was in 1997 when I started playing guitar. And in 1997, then they used my neighbor around that time, even before then, my neighbor used to host Stockfells. So when he hosts Stockfells, he would play like the West Inkosi. You know, like every time he would play that repertoire, Batanga, like he would play, you know, Abdullah and also Tonga music. And when I went to church, my mother took me to church. When I went to church, I see guitars there at church. I'm like, no, man, this sound, I recognize it because my neighbor used to play it all night long.
Guitarist, composer and band leader who has performed with the likes of Themba Mkhize, Brenda Fassie and Sipho Hostix Mabuse wants to introduce South African heritage music in schools.
When I was a student, I was given an assignment to go and research about Maskanda music, Maskanda guitar. And believe me, I went all the libraries of Johannesburg looking for a book that speaks about a South African guitar, and in particular, Maskanda. I've never seen or reach out to that book, you know, even on the internet. I mean, back then, you know, I mean, I used to go to internet cafe, I searched there, there was nothing, you know, documented about South African guitar. But yet, when I go on internet and browse for George Benson or Mozart, I found like multiple of choices, you know, like options, you know. So now that is when I saw a gap.
He wants to launch tutorial videos about the history and evolution of South African guitar dating from the 1930s to the late 1980s.
The book is going to have two segments. So it's going to be volume 1 and volume 2. So volume 1 touches from 1930 until 1980s. So now, then in the 1930s we see musicians, you know, creating this thing through what they went through the social-political climate. The music was influenced by, you know, our struggle, you know, as a black people. So I wanted to demonstrate how the guitar evolved from 1930s to 1980, because that is when Batanga, took shape. So now from 1930s, it was Marabi. So I'm going to categorize it in this manner: Marabi, and and African jazz, and Kwela, and Batanga and Chitsonga guitar. So and I think the material is enough to capture from that time until the 80s. Yeah.
His book, Introduction to South African Guitar Styles, together with biographies, promises to shed light on musicians who have shaped the South African music as we know it today.
To me, it will make me sleep at night. It's always my dream. Every time I watch TV, I see us losing identity as South Africans. For me, this is what it is. I don't want South Africans to lose identity.